Hey YouTube, it's Felicia with Bible Scraps, and happy fall! It is fall, y'all. It is fall. Okay, well, technically tomorrow it's going to be fall. So I am filming this video the eve of fall, but people, God is so good. I tell you, it has definitely felt like fall in my neck of the woods for the last, well, since my last video, right? If you guys caught my last Craft Back and Relax video, the goodness of God, if you missed it, thank God for YouTube. It's still up. You guys go be blessed. Go be fed by that word. If I don't forget, I'll have it linked at the end of this video. But since that video, we have had the best pre-fall weather to the point I have been, well, I did not wait for fall to get started with my fall festivities. The weather was so perfect. It was so beautiful. People, we got down to like 70 degrees some days. We actually got rain, real rain, not sprinkles, not showers, but I mean the ground saturated, you know, the rain gonna fall on your head type rain. And yeah, we're going through a drought here, so thank you, Lord, for that rain. But we have been down to 70 degrees. We have been in the low 80s, mid 80s. So I couldn't wait. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. I have been waiting. I have been watching. I have been preparing for fall. I can't recall a year that I have been prepared for fall like this season. So anyway, I will be sharing how I have been watching and waiting and preparing for fall. But you guys stay tuned because I do have a word for you. Yes, inspired by Queen Elizabeth, who was buried or laid to rest. Today is Wednesday. Monday. Yeah, I was thinking about her and her service, and anyway, some scriptures came to mind, and you know what? I thought, Lord, that's who I want to be like when it's said and done. Yeah, so I got some scriptures that I'm going to share with you all that I associate with Queen Elizabeth. And because if you don't know, y'all, yeah, one day it's going to be said and done. Yeah, one day. I know we feel alive. We may feel like we look good. We may feel good. We may feel like we're young and we could be older. We may just, you know, feel like we're immortal. But one day, it's going to be all she wrote. It's going to be said and done. And we have to be thinking about that day, about that time. And that is what it means partly to be spiritually minded. Of course, if you're thinking in Christ. But, okay, the weather is nice. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. You know what? You got to be careful what you sing, because several months ago, well, I go through these phases. I live in yesteryear even when it concerns music, but I go through these phases, and one day I was singing that song, I'm so excited, and I decided to look up the lyrics. And then I watched a video, that video, the musical video of that song on YouTube. And I was like, now wait a minute, right? When they're singing the lyrics, I'm so excited, they're not singing it. I'm excited about the weather. I'm excited about this transition from summer into my favorite time of year, which is autumn, which is fall time. But when they sing, I'm so excited, they ain't talking about the weather. Yeah, they talking about something else, right? But nonetheless, I am excited. You guys, many of you who follow me, you know, fall is my favorite time of year. I cannot overstate that. Something happens within my spirit concerning fall. To me, it's the most glorious, splendid, beautiful, magnificent time of the year. The glorious colors, of course, with the weather cooling down, with the earth just taking a break, at least in our neck of the woods. If you don't know, the other half of the earth, I was reading a couple weeks ago, it's good to brush up, right? Been out of school for a long time. And yeah, when the other part of the world, there it's going to be opposite of fall. But anyway, I think northern of, okay, don't get me to talking messing up stuff. My education is not in geology, not in the climate, not in the atmosphere, not in none of that, right? But anyway, back to fall. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, I have been a lover of fall my whole life. How come? Why come? How come? Why come? It has taken me all of these years up until yesterday, right? Up until yesterday, to buy a artificial light up fall tree. Can you believe that? Do you guys have a fake fall tree? People, let me tell you, I cannot believe it. Okay, so last fall, my husband and I, we visited my brother and his family in Seattle, Tacoma, Washington, and it was beautiful there. We went during fall and went shopping downtown or whatever area that was. And one of the stores, they had a beautiful artificial fall tree in the window. So I went in to inquire about that tree. And the lady told me, yeah, just go to Amazon. I don't know why I don't remember. I don't know. I guess in my neck of the woods, the stores don't decorate the windows with artificial light up fall trees. But anyway, you guys, I was going to do a video. I still am, but I had to reorder another tree because imagine my disappointment. Number one, the tree is beautiful. Oh, it is so, so, so beautiful. It's 8 feet tall. Now, Joann's had maybe a 4 feet tree, but they sold out early. And I think Michael's had the 4 feet. You have to order that though, but Joann's had some in stock at the local store. But when I thought to purchase mine, they had sold out. But anyway, I got it yesterday and I couldn't wait. I ordered it maybe a week ago, and part of my waiting and watching for fall, when the UPS guy brought that tree, I literally had it up and on its pedestal in less than 10 minutes. It was very easy to put together, and it's so glorious. It's so beautiful. Did I tell you guys it's 8 feet tall? Yes. But I plugged it in and it didn't light up. So I had to order another one, and it has great reviews. I will have a link in the description box below. They come in different heights, as well as a white tree. Yeah, I'm like, I know that's pretty, but anyway, you guys, it took me all these years to get a artificial light up tree. And I tell you, I cannot see myself experiencing fall without my gorgeous fall, I think it's maple light up tree. As a matter of fact, I'm telling myself that I'm going to keep this tree up all the way through Christmas. Yep. I might add my his birth ornaments, some of them, to this tree. But people, I just got to keep, you know what? Hold on a second. Oh, it's in the dishwasher. Okay, you guys, hold on one second. Some of you caught my Instagram post because this is me. You could pick up these mugs at Joann's. See what this states? Been ready for fall since last fall. That's me, people. I dream of fall all year. Some of you dream of a white Christmas. I dream of a fall, fall season, during fall, during Christmas, during spring, during summer. I wait for fall all year. And then this one here, I didn't post this. It states fall loving kind of girl. And there's a couple other mugs too, and they have different colors, but I couldn't leave the store without picking up these. And I will, if Lord willing, let's see, tomorrow I'm going to have my first, I'm going to bring out this tea. Okay, some of you may have caught this video. I've talked about it several times before. Who was it by? Bentley's in a red can. Oh, okay, so I hoarded that tea, and then like years ago, and then they discontinued it, and I still have several cans. It may not all be like intense as far as the flavor and the taste, but I'm going to have my first cup of that in one of those cups, Lord willing, tomorrow. And that's going to be another activity, how I celebrate fall. And then tomorrow too, I have a doctor's appointment. I try to, well, every fall, and let's see, for spring, I like to celebrate, commemorate the changing of the seasons by doing something that I can remember. Like last year, I don't remember how I celebrated the transition from fall. See, what's special about this season, we're actually going into fall with fall weather. The last several years, we've been entering into fall 100-degree plus weather. Who wants, or who can really think about fall when it's that hot like that? But with this particular season, people, I've already got started baking bread. I baked a vanilla sour cream sourdough bread. You know what? I could run to the kitchen and share the remainder with you all. Tasted so good. I got started with my soups. I made, a simple but delicious potato, ham, kale from my garden. Yes, soup. So delicious. My husband loved it. My sister loved it. And I have a little bit left. And yes, I wrote the recipe down. But speaking of my garden, this last week, I sowed 4 different days. I got different greens, mustard, turnip, and collard, and there's one more, microgreens. And then I'm excited because God is so good, people. He not only gives us food, but he gives us the seed. So I sowed from my self-harvest seeds, pak choi or pak chow. I sowed carrots. I found a carrot from, I guess, last year. Look, I found a carrot, right? It was in one of my tubs. But the carrot had turned to seed. It had began to seed. I planted the seeds, and you know what? They germinated. So my pak choi or chow, my carrot, Swiss chard. I seeded, what do you call it? Saved harvest seeds. So I'm growing Swiss chard from seeds I saved, and then dinosaur kale. Yes, dinosaur kale. And I know why it's called dinosaur kale, because that kale, it grows like twisted, not a vine, but like a stalk that twists and it gets tall. Well, anyway, I harvested seed from dinosaur kale, and everything is germinating. I'm waiting for my cilantro and dill to germinate, but everything else, my carrots, my beets, dang, I got some, and then I have a flower bed right here in front of my bay window of different flowers, including poppies. I've never grown poppies before, but poppies are my second favorite flower. So I have a whole bed of different types of flowers, but lettuce. I have different varieties of lettuce. Everything has germinated, and to see growth, it excites me. Every day I go out there and I'm tracking all of my vegetation. I'm taking notes, and it just feels good to see growth. I get excited, and I cannot wait to harvest lettuce to make my fall salads. But anyway, you guys, I have totally gotten ready for fall. I have this tray here, and I got some fall napkins. I'm going through fabric, and I'm adding adhesive to some fabrics. But you could see here, look at this turkey. That's a vintage napkin, and this is a vintage turkey napkin. And I just purchased this morning the Sizzix red dye of a turkey. I hadn't seen the turkey and purchased it. And here's another one. And then, so I just have fall things here. And I went to the storage and got my big old container of fall stuff. And then I have this here. I might do a video. This is filled with fall stuff, you guys. Stamps and dies and everything. And the last several days, okay, I'll give you guys a sneak peek. I have been doing a lot of die cutting. So this is a simple pumpkin. This is some Tim Holtz die. And then I have, I just did a pie before this video, and I don't know, oh, here it is right here. It may not look like much, but I'm creating embellishments for my journal. The journal is the one thing I have not yet created. Ugh, I'm like stuck. Do I want to use a vintage 12-inch scrapbook and let that carry on to next year and the following year? Or so I just don't know. But this is a Sizzix pie here because fall is all about baking. I am okay, I'm not going to run to the kitchen to get it, but I will share this with you all. I talked about this in my last video. Oh, I'm curating fall papers. And what I'm going to do is when fall is over, which I don't even want to think about fall being over, I'm going to stick this in my big container. So when I pull it out next year, I'll already have curated papers and everything. But this is what I did, you guys, the last couple of weeks. And I'm excited about this. I created prompts, fall, excuse me, related prompts for my journal. I created 160 prompts. And what I did was, and you can see 2 pages here, and I do have some duplicates, but I used thrifted Avery labels and created sticker prompts. Yeah, so whatever I don't use this year, I can save for next year. And then I have my template saved, and I can always print these out. But some things I have on my list: make a fall wreath. By the way, I did pick up the pumpkin shaped wreath from Dollar Tree. Favorite fall fresheners. I love to buy the seasonal air fresheners and the plug-ins. So I'll be looking for whatever's new this season. Let's see here. A harvest sunset walk. And sunrise walk. Make a fall cross wreath. Let's see here. Hot air balloon show. I have it in my calendar, but in my neck of the woods, there's going to be a balloon air show hosted. I can actually step outside and watch it. But anyway, that's part of celebrating fall here. Die cut leaves. We may go back to Casa de Fruta. We were there maybe 3 weeks ago. I want to go to the Renaissance Fair. So I just have a lot of different prompts that's going to help me journal my favorite time of the year. And you guys, I've done so much more. I'm trying to think. I made purchases fall. Oh, yes. I got some fall steaks, garden steaks from Joann's. They're out in my garden. You know what I may do is take pictures, even of my tree now, though. Okay, you guys. So the UPS guy came to pick the tree up today, but I didn't let him take it because I'm going to keep that tree up until I get my new tree, because I cannot be teased. Like, this tree is glorious. It is beautiful. And no, no, they can't tease me like that. Give it to me and take it away. I know it's not working, but it don't have to light up to be beautiful. So what I'm going to do is have it picked up when I get my replacement tree. But for you all, I will take pictures of my garden stakes I picked up from Joann's and of my tree. And I'm keeping a online Google journal of how I've waited and watched and prepared for fall. Even the simplest things, like this morning, I had a cup. I didn't have this one, but last year I ordered, for the first time ever, I ordered the loose leaf tea, and Fresheners was one company. I ordered from two companies, different varieties and flavors of the loose tea. And I'm not a big tea drinker. I started drinking tea when I discovered that tea that in the red can, the Bentley's tea. The flavors in particular that I loved was the almond vanilla and, let's see, the chai. But once again, they got discontinued. And so it took me several years before I realized it was discontinued. I actually contacted the manufacturer, and then I read threads. So what I did last year, I had this amazing thought. Felicia, see if you can recreate your own versions of those teas. So that's when I got into the loose teas. So I ordered some last year, and I just placed another order that I got in yesterday. So I'll be adding that to my Google Calendar. And this morning I had my first cup, not from this pack. I think I picked up 4 or 5 flavors. I had a chocolate mint flavor this morning. I need to pick up creamers though, to add creamer to the tea. So anyway, oh, and then last year I made my own chai tea. That's a prompt that's on my list as well. But I'm ready for fall with my fall teas. I only drink tea basically during the fall and winter. Though this last year, I've had tea throughout the year because I'm battling a stomach issue, and I'm drinking this particular tea with Manuka honey. And you know what? It just feels like that helps. Yeah. So outside of that, though, I normally only drink tea, and it's one activity that I do to celebrate fall. I drink tea during fall and during winter. Now, what else? There is something else about fall that I'm looking around. Oh, I put my doormats out. I don't normally do doormats, you guys, but I found the cutest doormats from Joann's. I have one in front of the refrigerator, and it's on top of the mat that's normally there. And then, of course, I have one at the front door. What else? Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, let me go get it for you all. My home decor. Ah! I saw this at Home Goods, and I couldn't leave the store without it. I went to Home Goods looking for a fall tree. I'm surprised they didn't have any. I picked up my Christmas tree last year, a beautiful Christmas tree from Home Goods. But you guys, look at this. Big old light up pumpkin. And it has the clips to hang pictures, to hang cards. I love this. This will be a piece, of course, I pull out every single year. Now this cost 40 bucks. And once again, it lights up. Look at that. There's, I think those are tags. So I could hang tags, cards, mail, pictures, anything here, right? I love it. And let's see. Oh, last year, okay, I don't really care about Raydon. It took me the longest before I realized what is Raydon. But a lot of you love Raydon. But anyway, last year I was at Marshall's or one of those stores and saw this big, beautiful candle in the shape of a pumpkin. And anyway, I had seen it at one store in another size. Well, make a long story short, I picked up the big one that cost about 75 bucks. It's beautiful. And it didn't dawn on me until after I purchased it. It's right on. And I knew it by the font on it. But anyway, I have yet to pull that out from my dirty, dingy, dusty garage. So I still have some other fall pieces that I need to pull out. But tomorrow, Lord willing, to celebrate fall, well, I got a doctor's appointment. I purposely made it on fall. But I'm going to burn that Raid Done candle. And I'm going to drink my discontinued vanilla almond tea. And then I'm going to, what else? Well, I'm got to take a fall walk. But there's something else I'm forgetting to do for fall. Last year I had, I'm going to mail myself mail fall day. And then, I had a list last year of different things I would like to do to celebrate the actual transition from summer to fall.